Barclays Plc is a London-based global financial services holding company. It's engaged with retail and corporate banking, investment banking and investment management services.
Yep, CEO Jess Staley is an ex-JP Morgan guy, so this will reveal a couple of issues, and that is recapitalized in the crisis, not really getting much lift off, and now Staley wants to kind of get back into investment banking.
It has a market cap of £35.5 billion, trades on a PE of 22.8 and a dividend yield here of 2%. Let's get your thoughts on Barclays PLC.
You can see the share price there trading at about 200. This is down from 800 in 2008.
800?
800.
Pence. Right.
Yeah, pence. So this share has, this company has been in the eye of every storm you can imagine. Whether it was the 2008 financial crisis, whether it was over-expansion prior to 2008, whether it was capital adequacy and many rights issues and many capitalizations. No government bailout, then scandal upon scandal upon scandal.
Never ending
Then
scandal.
Into Africa, then out of Africa. Then this provision, this is quite frankly a corporate governance catastrophe. They might be over it, but understand.
Well, they've still got to sort out the issue on the local front.
Tens of thousands of people. It's a major problem.
They do still need to sort out South Africa.
Staley has, yes, you're right, because they've sold a portion and they look as though they're just trying to exit by selling to the existing shareholders, which is, in my opinion, a bad decision. You don't want to be exiting your foreign markets, but they've made a string of bad decisions. They also sold iShares, which was, potentially to BlackRock, which is now one of the largest players globally in exchange-traded funds.
But they had to. They were short on capital. They had no option. They're not selling Barclays down at this level because they think it's a terrible business and they want out.
They need the cash.
They need the capital.
Plus, we now have the concern that London, which has been the sort of centre of European finance, will cease to be so. So that's not necessarily going to affect them directly, but other global banks may move their European headquarters to Frankfurt or Paris or to Ireland, as a result of which just the general flows that are accessible to UK-based banks will
This was the
decrease.
Brexit effect that you were talking about earlier.
Yes. Now, when you also look at any company that now starts publishing core and non-core operations, is in deep trouble. Whenever you see that in the set of financial results,
A red flag should go up immediately.
All of the wonderful things that they bought, they're no longer core, and they're writing them down. And in the last 2 years, they lost £1 billion in that from operations. On the Barclays Africa, they wrote off £1 billion in goodwill. It actually is
a disaster.
It's a disaster. It's a complete and utter disaster.
Is there anything good to say about Barclays?
They still have the reputation that they have. They still have lots and lots of UK-based retail customers and business customers. So, I guess it's a question of saying, does the stock offer any value at current levels?
Hot or not?
I think on balance there's still more downside or potentially not enough upside to justify wandering in and buying at this level.
I'll go not hot on this, but I'd like to make one more comment. Just on bank capital, there is a thing called a CET1, a CCB, a GSII, a CCYB, a SRB, an IGA,
is this all one
and
thing?
a Pillar 2A.
Is this one thing?
It deals with one thing, it's bank capital adequacy. Those are all the rules they've got to comply with, and they're only going up, not down. They're going up, they're getting higher. You've got to hold more capital. It's a tough environment. It's actually a nightmare.
I thought you were speaking a foreign language for a moment, but
that's
there
what
we go,
got to comply
steeped
with.
in regulation.